Hi there, my name is Ruchira, and I see that you have just bought a new Cricut machine, and you're wondering, how do I know it's working fine? So, especially for those people also who have their machines kept in a box and are still waiting for that special moment when you have a dream project that you want to work on and you'll take it out. Maybe that day comes really soon for you. But what I want you to do right now is to take that machine out of the box and to at least test it. The reason is that Cricut machines, when you get them, you have a warranty of a year, okay, and that's just 1 year. So if there are any mechanical errors in the machine and you come across them after that warranty period, you will lose the chance of getting a replacement machine. So the I have had my share of events, and what I have learned is what I want to share with you. So if you get a new Cricut machine, you want to check that its writing and its cutting are synchronized. You also want to check if your different adaptive tools, if it's a maker machine, maker series of machine where it has gears in the clamp B, you want to make sure that the machine is able to read them. Okay, so what I've done is I have made a project with all the tools, okay, and that we will be working on today, so that we test all the tools with this machine to check if it reads everything fine. Okay, so let me just check everywhere that I'm visible and that we can get started. Okay, so all those who are just joining in, welcome to the live stream. Today's project is that we will be testing a new Cricut machine to check if it cuts and writes at the same spot and all its adaptive tools are properly detected in the machine. Okay, so for that I will take you to design space. Here I have set up a project with all the tools: the scoring tool, the double scoring tool, the debossing tool, the perforation blade, the engraving tip, and the wavy blade. There's also a square that will be print and cut, and a square that will be draw and cut. Now, we have already done the print and cut calibration in a previous live, so you can check over there. And my machine is typically set for all these operations to be tested on. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing next. So I'm going to select my Maker 3 over here, and then I'm going to click Make. Everything is attached and it will all be done on one sheet of paper. So you see, it will first be printed and then cut and then scored and then pen, then deboss, engrave, perforate, wavy cut, and basic cut. Okay, so this is the order of the things. Now over here, I want to make sure that A4 is selected because I have tested and calibrated my machine with an A4 printed sheet of paper, A4 printed calibration sheet. So I make sure that my material that goes in now is in A4 size. Okay, next I'm going to click continue, and it wants to send everything to the printer. So for printing, it's just that square that will be printed. Okay, it's just that square that will be cut later when we'll bring it to the machine. For now, I will select my Cricut machine, which is Cricut Maker 3. Okay, and I will send this to printer. While I send this to printer, I will choose a thicker sheet of paper so that when I do other operations on it, it's possible and it does not rip the paper. So I'm going to send it to the printer and it's preparing to print. I want to remove the bleed because I want to see exactly the error margin, and just one copy, and I'm going to click print. As I do that, I will move over here, find a sheet of paper, insert it in my printer, and let it print. While it does that, I will take you to the table, and here I have my mat. I will remove the cover sheet, and here comes my printout in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now I have this ready. I'm going to place it right over here. Okay, and I'll use my brayer to make sure it is nicely adhered. Next, I will take this entire sheet, the machine, and insert. It would not work because I am so used to working with my maker that I just go for inserting. So I'll take you back to design space, and over here we will select the material. Okay, I'll select browse all materials, and from which I will select medium cardstock, and it cannot find it. So it's just these things which are available for me. So what I'll do is I'll just select faux leather, and the reason is that I have engraving and debossing also selected on the same mat, right? So it wants to make sure that whatever I put over here can take the engraving action of the engraving tool. So over here I will just select faux leather paper thin. However, it's not faux leather, but it is a sheet that can take light engraving, that I know. Okay, or I can even choose vellum. Vellum is fine because vellum is thin, and this should work. Okay, next I'll click done. Let the pressure be default, and now it wants me to load the black pen in clamp A and single scoring wheel in clamp B. So over here I can choose either the single scoring wheel or the scoring stylus. Okay, so I will let it be the single scoring wheel, and I don't see the option of choosing a double scoring wheel. We will see about that later. Okay, next I'm going to use one of my Cricut pens, and I'll take you to the machine. I'll check if anybody has any questions, and hello to everybody who has just joined. I'm going to insert the pen. It clicks. I'm going to put the cap back on, close the clamp, and insert. Okay, now let's see what it does. What we want to do now is we are actually testing all the tools available to us with the Cricut Maker 3, and I'm going to check if my Cricut is able to detect them and it draws and cuts in the same place. Okay, so it is ready. I'm going to press the go button, and you see it's so fast, lightning fast. Okay, it is now checking the entire sheet. Since it's also including print and cut, it will go ahead and read all the four corners of the calibration sheet, not the calibration sheet, the print and cut sheet, and it will read the calibration marks, registration marks. And once it is happy with how it has been printed, it will now check for the tool. It is now checking the blade, which is the fine point blade, and now it's ready. Now it again wants me to push the go button so that it can cut. So that's what I'll do. I'll press the go button, and let's see. So what you see over here is a long acrylic sheet which I've kept over here because okay, it has to say something. Let us see what it's saying. Okay, taking you back to Cricut design space, and it says that it wants me to load the single scoring wheel in clamp B. So that's what we will do. Let me take you to the table, and let's bring out the tools. Let's check where did the single scoring wheel go. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is the 01. This is the single scoring wheel. So this is what I'll be inserting in clamp B. I will just open the clamp B, take you to the machine, open the clamp B, remove blade, save, insert this single scoring wheel, close the clamp, and press the go button. Now it has detected the single scoring wheel, which is good for us. The detection went fine. and now it just scored both the lines. Okay, ideally I should have chosen, okay, now it's writing everything. I should have chosen a different tool for the second double scoring line, but I couldn't choose it, so currently it is single scoring both the lines, the one meant for single scoring and the one meant for double scoring. Now it's writing everything that we have chosen to write. That is all the tools that will go. While it does that, let's see what Design Space has to say. Design Space says it is drawing, and the next operation is deboss. Okay, over here on the left we can see. So that's what we will do. We will get a debossing tip ready. Okay, so while it is still working over here, I'll take you to the table, and over here we'll get our debossing tip ready, which is this one. The debossing tip is tip number 21. Okay, so that is coming up next. While it finishes writing, we are ready. So it is still writing. Once it's done, we are going to swap the scoring blade, scoring tool, rotary scoring wheel with the debossing tip. Let's see if anybody has any questions. I'll be happy to answer if anybody has any questions at all. So this entire series is a part of the National Craft Month that I'm doing. We started on March 1st and we will be continuing through the end of March. So by March 31st, we will be done with 31 different videos doing different things. And what all I have covered till now is watercoloring with both Cricut Joy and Cricut Maker. I have covered debossing with Cricut Joy and Cricut Maker. I have covered engraving with Cricut Maker. I have also covered writing with any pen using Cricut Joy, and that's a good hack. That's the first video of this series. You should check that out. And we did a quick install of Cricut Maker 3 just 2 days back, and yesterday we did calibration, printer calibration, so that we could print and cut. And today what we're doing is we're testing all the tools so that we can be sure that this machine is a keeper. Now, that is done. Checking Design Space. It wants me to load the debossing tip that we knew. Okay, so we'll go back to the machine. Open this. This is the tool that I'll remove, and I'll add the debossing tip. Also remove the pen, its work is done. Close the cap, press the go button, and I'll keep the scoring wheel away. And this pen also I'll keep safe. Okay, so with the Cricut Maker 3, okay, it has already done. Next is the engraving tool, so that's what we will do, taking you to the table. And this is the engraving tip. Its number is 41. Okay, so I'm going to insert this one now, taking you to the machine. I'm removing this one, which is the debossing tip. Adding this. Now, this cover should not be removed. You just need to put it like this and close the clamp. The gears will automatically get dangled. Just get in the right position and work. Okay, it is now going to engrave. And while it engraves, I'll check the next operation, that is perforation, taking you to the table. Now we will find the perforation blade. This is the knife blade. Oh, we didn't use the knife blade. Where is the perforation blade? It's one. Yes, it's this one. So there's usually a tiny cover over it. You can remove that one. Like in this one, there's a cover. Okay, so a new tip has this cover. You need to remove this cover first. This plastic coating. Okay, then you are able to change the housing. So this step I'm going to remove. So I'm just going to press this plunger, and let me just check if you're able to see it. Yeah. So I'll just press this plunger and then take this off and keep it safe. Okay. And then the same plunger I'll just push and insert right over here and then pull it out. So now I have my perforation blade ready. The perforation blade has the number 11. So now I will insert this blade over here, close the clamp, and press the go button. And then it will do the perforation part. So this test project has everything except the knife blade, because the knife blade can only be used for projects that are thicker than 2 mm or 2 mm at least. I actually have used knife blade with 2 mm chipboard. Now it has just done that. Did I show it to you? I didn't show it to you. I'm sorry, I forgot. So this is the machine. It just did perforation. Okay. Next, back to design space. It wants us to load the wavy blade in clamp B. So that's what we will be doing. Taking you back to the table. First, I'll over here. I'll remove the perforation blade, taking you back to the table and insert it back in. Okay, so this is the piece where I always keep my blades back. Okay, then I'll push the plunger and take the housing out. Okay, next, this is the wavy blade. It has a cover on, so I'll just remove this cover and then I'll push the plunger and put it in, and then I can pull it out. So this is the wavy blade. The number for the wavy blade is 31. So I'll insert the wavy blade in the machine, close the clamp, and press the go button. And let it do its thing. There was something I was talking about that I completely missed. My apologies. After the wavy blade, there will be a basic cut, so my regular fine point blade will be needed. And the wavy blade has just finished its operation. That shows that all the different blades were detected by my machine, so it's fine. Now I'll take you back to the machine, remove this wavy blade. Okay, take you to the table, put this back on, open this, and I'll take my cardstock blade. So actually I have different blades for different things. So I have my vinyl blade in a housing where I have marked it golden, and this is my regular cardstock blade. So just like you don't have the same scissors for cutting paper and fabric, I do not want my blades to get warped. Okay, so I use different blades so that they last very long. Next, I'll take it to the machine, and here I will insert one for cardstock, press the go button, and now it should cut all the things, including print and cut and draw and cut. So let's see how it goes. Okay, checking. So that's the test. Okay, now that's out, and I'm going to take it out. And there, I'll show you over here. Okay, so you see the scoring is done fine. The double scoring has not been done because it used the same debossing tip. Sorry, it used the same scoring wheel. The debossing has been done well. Then the perforation went fine. The engraving also is okay. The wavy blade also has cut well. Can you see the wavy blade cut? This is also cut well. And over here, you see the draw and cut is perfectly aligned. In my last Cricut machine, they were not aligned. There was a 3 mm gap, so it would be slightly off, whatever I did, because the clamps A and B were not aligned. So now these two are aligned. That's why the draw and cut operations are exactly on the same path. And this is not aligned. That means it will need another round of calibration. So this is print then cut. That is not aligned. Focus, my friend, focus. Okay, this is print and cut and it is not aligned. So I will need to do the calibration again. But after this project, I know that my machine is a keeper. Okay, I don't need to raise another ticket for it. I have raised so many tickets, so I cannot even begin to tell you my story. But if you have got a new machine, make sure you do all these tests. If you have a machine in the box, take it out and just do these operations. Even if you don't have the other blades, just try what you have and see that your machine is working fine. Because then, if one day you will take it out and if it's not working, you will not be able to do anything about it. So act while your machine is in the warranty period. Okay, so this was a small tiny video for today, and tomorrow we'll do something different. All these past 15-16 days we've been doing different things every single day. I hope you check the playlist. I will add it somewhere over here and you can visit it. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful crafty day. Bye bye.